Hey guys, back to shed life again for a minute. I put the voltage regulator in this here motorcycle, and it didn't change anything from the one I spliced into it to the new one. We're charging way under. It's at like 11.8, 11.9. It doesn't go down, but 11s aren't good. So we're gonna put the poor man alternator deal on there. The bike came with it. It wasn't set up for it, but it came with it. It's a whole bunch of homemade stuff. This bracket here, homemade. Somebody else made it. I didn't make it, but we're gonna see if we can make it fit. The one thing I just had to do just to get the start going was cut this bar right here. There's a support bar for the fairing and all that good stuff. I cut the bar out of there just so we can mount this bracket up into it like that. That's going to be a top bracket for this alternator that came with it. I got a small little one there, little bracket, which is going to go down here. I'm going to bolt this in really quick, put the alternator on there, figure out where that's got to be. What I have seen, I did a little research, not a whole lot, but I do my own too, you know. This fan is going to have to get clearanced because the pulley and the belt's going to come right up on the edge. I think I can do that fairly easy without cutting too much. What I'm thinking is cut the support out of here and then remake another support for it in a different location. The radiator has to move because of the crank, and the radiator have no real room in between it, so the bottom of the radiator has to come out, which means I gotta pull this little rubber coupling out. I'm gonna have to make that a little longer, figure out what I gotta do there, and this supposedly has got to come out like an inch, which looks probably pretty close. I'm gonna have to do some cutting on the fairing to make that fit back in. I'm gonna have to cut the fairing on this as well on the side to make this alternator fit in the hole. All in all though, I don't think it's gonna be too big of an ordeal. I had some extra covers, timing covers. I cut those out last night, and the pulley setup that's for the crank that this came with, I'm not a really big fan of it. It looks real cheesy and off-centered and all kinds of stuff. So I have a plan for dealing with that. Let's see here. Let me get some tires out of the way. Alright. So you probably won't see it too well, but this is the pulley it came with. It came with a shim, aluminum shim, and the aluminum shim was real cheesy, and it still is cheesy, but I'm using it for a center. I got a big nut that kind of fit as a spacer, and I believe that's it's going to work pretty well. I'm going to have to shave this down just a little bit on these corners. I'm gonna what they want is it being tight to this but not hitting, and the more clearance that I can make between this and the radiator and everything else, the better off I'm going to be, I believe. So even if I gotta shave this bolt down the head of it and maybe shave into the cover just a little bit, and or shave this pulley down just a little bit to make that work, but I think that's what we're going for. Like I said, I'm just mocking it up on this engine because it's out of the motorcycle, and I got a lot of room to work and see what I'm dealing with on this aspect. So that's where I'm at. This is Shed Life. It's Thursday. Just trying to get some things done. So that's the project for today, a little bit of anyway. I have the forks I tore apart. The guy that's doing my forks for this said these guys were broken on the other set of forks that I had given him, and he wanted these ones so he could put these ones on the forks he's rebuilding for me. I got no problem with that. They drain oil, obviously. There's oil in the forks. But other than that, the forks are going to come off anyway. I had to get the tire off anyway. I got to swap a tire. I got a brand new one for it. And like I said, I got them other forks. They're in the process of being rebuilt. And just trying to make this thing happen. And while this is a part right here, I might as well put the poor boy in there and try to make that work. And even with that, then I could run, say, an amplifier for the radio, or some extra lights, or pull a trailer with some extra lights. I could put a little extra load on the system. Should do alright, and it should charge, you know, at least over 12, unlike what we have here already, which is 11, 11.8, 11.9. So that's where I'm at. It's Shed Life. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll keep you in tune on this a little bit. Like I say, for the most part, straightforward. I just gotta move the radiator out a little bit, do some fan clearance, and I got the other covers already. Once I get that far, start putting pulleys on and seeing how this thing's gonna bolt into place. So, thanks, guys. Take 10. Okay, last one, guys. This is what I'm doing. The alternator kit. I don't have the other part of the video to back that up. I had 2 GoPros at that time. I don't know where the memory card's at. I have this one, and this is me just trying to get it going and make it work. And I'll have to say, it works. A little bit of brains, a little bit of ingenuity. I think just about anybody could make this actually happen. Things are really tight. They look tight, they are tight, but when it comes down to it, do it. Try it. Make it happen. I want to tell you guys, YouTube, I have 2 channels. My Motorcycle Adventures. My Motorcycle Adventures. That's me. I went down to South Carolina last year on that bike in this video, and it ran flawless. The alternator did an amazing job, and this was through high winds, high rainstorms the whole way down to South Carolina, and just about everywhere in between. South Carolina, it dried up a little bit. The bike still did phenomenal. Awesome. It was an awesome trip. But with that, my Motorcycle Adventures is going to have this year lots of motorcycle riding, places to go, even foods or drinks, or could be anything. But look for it there. Like, subscribe here, like, subscribe there. I do one working on stuff, I'll do one driving stuff, and we'll get around Michigan and everywhere else. I do want to go out of state. I want to go out west just a little bit and just travel down, travel back up, and or maybe even a UP trip coming back down into Wisconsin and making a loop around the lake. So let's try it. Let's give it a go. Please like, please subscribe, please check out the other channel. I'm going to post a lot on the other channel. This is going to be more of the working. The other channel is going to be more of the driving and adventure. So my MI Motorcycle Adventures on YouTube. Check it out, like it, subscribe it. We'll have a lot more up. Thank you.